Russian film critic Alexei Filippov in the Russian magazine The Art of Cinema offers his guide to the films of Bong Joon-ho. He highlights the following characteristics of the director's films. First of them is polygenre. The key charm of Korean cinema in general, and Bong Joon-ho is in particular, is the ability to switch between genres. In the best films, the director quickly maneuvers between thriller, drama, black comedy, satire, and other genre constructions. Perhaps the director does not do it dizzyingly, but not as consistently as in Western genre cinema. Already in his debut film, Barking Dogs Never Bite, the director demonstrates how quickly he could move from Hitchcock's suspense to slapstick, exaggerated comedy. In Memories of Murder, he only consolidated his success through both American films by Bong Joon-ho, Snowpiercer and Okja are inferior to the Korean ones in the dynamics of changing the key. A dystopia about the future in the entourage of Eternal Winter divides the genres into wagons: tragedy, satire, brutal action movie, social drama, and beyond, as far as imagination and possibilities is enough. In Parasite, he also uses this technique. Another hallmark of Bong Joon-ho's cinema is ruthless humor. However, it is balanced by sentimentality. The director not only does not shy away from showing characters who are stupid and even with developmental features, as in Memories of Murder or Mother, but is often ironic about rituals that seem unsuitable for this. So, in Dinosaur Invasion, he quite comically demonstrates the behavior of the family at the funeral, and in the same Mother, the harsh process of interrogations. In Parasite, the director equips the dwelling of poor as insightly as possible and displays the rich employers as naive blockheads. The next specific features of Bong Joon-ho's films that he invites famous actor Song Kang-ho. The superstar of South Korean cinema, artist Song Kang-ho, is known in the West thanks to his collaboration with directors Park Chan-wook, Kim Ji-woon, and Bong Joon-ho, as well as their older fellow writer and director Lee Chan-dong, who stands a little apart. Song Kang-ho's good-natured face fits perfectly into the gallery of ordinary Koreans. Whether to guard the border during security area, shoot with two hands in Manchuria's craziest brawl, the good, the bad, the freaky, or take care of a single mother, a secret sunshine. Bong Joon-ho cast the actors in 4 films where he played a typical Korean, a rural detective in Memories of Murder, and Hattie Dupe in Dinosaur Invasion. Then he was in charge of the whole country in the international casting of the comic book movie Snowpiercer, and then started as the head of a poor family in Parasite. Also, we can talk about actual problems in Bong Joon-ho's films. Bong Joon-ho does not pass any sensitive issues. He thought about class inequality in Barking Dogs Never Bite, where the whole conflict was built around 4-legged pets. Those who were richer regarded dogs as a sign of status and the poor as a dish. Snowpiercer and Parasite also study the conflict between the rich and the poor in revolutionary and everyday aspects. We will talk about this in more detail during today's lecture. The next characteristic of Bong Joon-ho's film is the topic America and West. It is symbolic that the author of one of the Korean box office hits often emphasizes the bad influence of the West. In the film Mother, the rich drive a German Mercedes car and play golf. In Okcha, a foreign corporation sets up farms to produce the perfect food all over the world, and in Korea too. Dinosaur Invasion generally begins with the fact that 200 bottles of a dangerous substance are poured into the Hangang River at the American military base. In Parasite, a wealthy family defiantly teaches English, and the youngest child in the family is fascinated by the Indians. Bong Joon-ho does not place all the blame for domestic troubles on the US, but he laughs at the Western fascination with ordinary Koreans. Next, specific characteristics of his films is family topic. Most of Bong Joon-ho's films revolve around family themes in one way or another. The criminal intent of the teacher from Barking Dogs Never Bite is arranged by his relationships with his pregnant wife. She makes good money, he only dreams of a promotion. In Dinosaur Invasion, a desperate and not too successful family overcomes fire, water, and most teeth to prove that they are worth something, despite their low social status. More precisely, they will learn to appreciate what they have. In Mother, the maternal instinct of love for the child is called into question. In Snowpiercer, the love of a parent for a child becomes one of the additional forces of the local revolution. In Okja, childish attachment to a pet reaches unprecedented power. In Parasite, the family alternately pulls all members to a good life, then to the bottom. Next feature of Bong Joon-ho's film that he says about crime. Bong Joon-ho's plot is often driven by crime. A dog-killing teacher attracts the attention of a girl who works as an accountant. Barking Dog Never Bite. The police investigate the serial murders of girls that occur on rainy nights. Flashback. A mother is trying to get a simple-minded son out of prison, who is accused of killing a schoolgirl in the film Mother. The adventurous plot of Parasite also ends in a crime. In the director's early films, one could also find a characteristic frame, blood flowing from the broken head. For example, it is in both Mother and Parasite. Next specific feature is showing television. TV is an important protagonist in most of Bong Joon-ho's films. In Barking Dogs Never Bite, the heroine dreams of getting into the news story in order to become famous. In Memories of Murder, the village cops are watching a goofy series about a detective case. In Dinosaur Invasion, reports from the area infected and attacked by a mysterious monster add to the atmosphere in the spirit of Hitchcock. In Snowpiercer, openly zombify new generations. Bong Joon-ho uses the information box both to inform the viewer and to add color to the characters. To speak of satirical or simply critical optics is probably redundant.